I am seeing here, the heart of the matter is the Eight of Swords, okay? So some of you are feeling like you are mentally entrapped. There's a lot of emotions and a lot of past situational situations as well as current situations that's making you feel like you're trapped. You're trapped in certain situations. You feel like you're trapped mentally. You're trapped in stagnancy and can't move forward. For some of you, we're talking about feeling like, you know, you can't get around this. You know, it feels like there is a barrier that's holding you back from growing and from healing and, you know, progressing to certain levels that are desirable to you. So this is the feeling here. I do see that right alongside here, with the Page of Wands, there is a prompt for you to express yourself. For some of you, you are prompted to express how you're feeling, what you're going through, or some of you are desiring to be able to do that. And right next to that is the Death card, okay? So there is some transformation, as we know, that is taking place. And one part of the transformation is for you to be able to open up and express yourself about the things that you've been going through. With the Four of Wands also present, this speaks about freedom, being free. And, you know, that is exactly what you're looking to do here. You want to be free from this energy of feeling trapped. And, you know, in order for that to happen, there are some things that need to be released. And there are some emotions, there are some feelings, there are some situations that you need to talk about in order for this transformation to happen, in order for those old behaviors, those old mindsets, those old situations that you are going over and over in your head. Those situations need to be uprooted and brought out, and they do need to die. A lot of times, expression and conversation helps pull out things from the root. And that is what I'm saying. It needs to be pulled out from the root, and there needs to be some form of expression so that something else can be replaced in that now empty space in the root, something more positive. I am seeing here with the Knight of Swords energy here that for some of you, you may be perceived as someone that is hot and cold. Some people might say that's the feeling they get from you. There could be the fact that you have a little bit of moodiness at times. I do feel like there could be the behavior of being in and out of relationships, being in and out of friendships, because this mental entrapment that you're in, you are really focused on the things that are going on with you and around you, internally, externally. So it doesn't allow for you to have like a real stable footage in a relationship, in friendships, that sort of thing, because you have a lot going on mentally. And I also feel like you have a lot of things going on externally, which we'll get to. But for some of you, a small group, I do feel like that Knight of Swords energy, that in and out, the moodiness, sometimes words being said that are very matter-of-factly, kind of on the harsh side of things, could be somebody that is around you, not necessarily you being that energy, but someone that is exuding inconsistency, harsh words, and you are feeling trapped, you know, in this connection with this person. Or maybe you're just feeling this way within yourself, and this person is the person that is also contributing to your mental well-being, and you want some type of freedom from that, and you're looking to or wanting to express the fact that you can't grow because of their behavior is what I'm seeing. So if you haven't expressed that to them, you would like to express that. But for some of you, this is talking about you. This is your energy. So just take this how it resonates. Now, I do see that you're between two different energies. And this is where I think the mental entrapment is also very difficult for you, because I do see here that a part of you, really with the sun sign being present, there are some things that you know, are happy about or would look forward to or would want, that would be desires of your heart that would give you this happiness. But on the same token, with the Seven of Wands here, there is a lot of life challenges. And so you're caught in the middle. It's like, I want to get to the level of this happiness. And this could be whatever that means to you, you know, having a family, buying your own home, or, you know, changing careers or starting your own business, that sort of thing. It's like, I'm trying to get there, but there's so many things internally and externally, and life happens as well. There's these life challenges that I feel isolated in. I feel alone. If you look at this image, this individual is just, you know, having a hard time. He's hurtling from all of these challenges, you know, and you just really feel alone in all of this. And it's becoming a lot. I feel like you feel very burdened by, you know, life's challenges, and you know, you want to get out of this. You want to move forward in a positive way. Now, we did talk about the Death card, which is the death of something and the rebirth of something else more positive. I do see that with the Ten of Swords, this is also talking about endings. So either there is some ending with an individual in particular. This could be a love interest. This could be a friendship. I feel like something does come to an end, and that would resonate if there is this person that's in and out of your life. I feel like eventually there is going to be an end to that. Now, for those of you that are experiencing this mental entrapment that is not allowing you to be, you know, emotionally invested in friendships or in relationships, the Ten of Swords is you. This is the end of, it's like dying to thyself. So that part of you is going to die. Okay. It's literally going to be a funeral of that old behavior, a funeral of your old self is what I'm seeing. Now, with the World right underneath it, this is completion, okay? But in completion, there is success, okay, with the World card. So I feel like this ending needs to happen in order for that cycle to complete and something to cycle in that's going to be more positive for you. I do see that because we have been seeing this for quite some time, you know. This, again, is going to be a process. So with the Four of Chalices here, or the Four of Cups, same thing. You still have your guard up pretty high, Libra. It's very hard for you to trust. It's very hard for you to believe that your circumstances will change, or it's very hard for you to believe in friendships, in relationships. It's like, is this really ever going to happen? Am I ever really going to feel like I can trust someone? Am I ever really going to get to the level of, you know, happiness? And so even though there might be some positive things that come your way, and there are people around you that would love to be in your space and could definitely be that person to help you carry out this conversation to release some of this baggage, it's like you're still kind of closed off to that idea. But what I do see is eventually, in the near future, with the Six of Pentacles, this talks about either help in some type of way, either helping someone or receiving help. And so I feel like for you, you are going to receive openly some type of help from someone. With the Hangman energy around that, I think you're going to have some different perspective as to what someone can do as far as helping you. I feel like that might have been an area that you didn't feel comfortable about, letting people know exactly what you were going through, what was going on in your life. But now I think that you've come to the realization, and I feel like there is this prompting or this deep desire to change the fact that you're not saying anything, that you know that you need to really release this by expressing yourself. And there is going to be someone there that does that for you, and it looks like you're going to be open to receiving that. Now, the illumination card also came out. This is in the deck. It is a special card. I call it a wild card. This illumination card, to me, in this particular reading, speaks about, cycles coming in that are more positive and releasing out the hidden stuff, the negative stuff, the things that make you feel uncomfortable. It's bringing light to all of the things that are negative, bringing them out from the root, regurgitating them up out of you so that you can recycle that energy into something more positive. So I do see that this is going to be something that could be very difficult, very painful, because for a lot of you, you do have to talk about some of the darker things that may have happened to you or the things that you may have done in the past. And so this person is going to have to be someone, and will be someone, that is non-judgmental, someone that's very patient, very kind, and you're going to have a lot of courage to be able to share this. And I think this is very imperative, Libra, for your growth moving forward. This expression is going to be a part of your transformation. So if you haven't already found someone that could do that for you, you might want to go ahead and do that. This could be a counselor, a therapist, someone that you trust, someone that's close to you, but you definitely need to consider expressing the way that you feel, because this new cycle needs to come in, and this new cycle is going to be a more positive, successful one. And if you're taking this old baggage of the past, this is going to recreate the situations of the past, which have been negative, which have been stifling, which have been stagnant. So that is going to be something that gets the wheels turning. I also want to say that in the deepest seriousness here, that, and just being a life coach myself, that sometimes when you do go into those darker areas of recollection of certain things that have happened to you, or certain areas of loss, you really do need to have someone there that can not only listen to you, but to comfort you, because there is going to be certain things for some of you that would be difficult to deal with alone, or difficult for someone that might not be as strong or capable to guide you to come out of that space of trauma, reliving trauma or uncomfortableness, and really get you back into the comfort of, okay, so that was yesterday, this is today. So I really see that there is a real call to action to this, okay? This is a part of your healing process. This is a part of your moving forward. So this is what I see as a necessity. Now, I did go ahead and pull some cards from the Archangel Oracle deck, and you did get the Brilliant Idea card. It says, yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea to fruition. So with this, we are talking about the ideas that have come up into your mind that might be goal settings. It might be the idea of talking to someone. I feel strongly that it is more the idea of, hey, maybe I do need to talk to somebody. Maybe I do need to get some form of assistance in order to move forward. You know, some of these things you just can't deal with on your own. There might be some ideas that, again, you need to leave this person alone. But I do think that you're becoming more aware of what you need and having some ideas or having some mindset, some intuition on what it is that you need to do. And so you really do need to understand that whatever comes to mind that is healthy and positive, you need to hold on to that, and you need to bring that into the picture so that you can positively manifest some things for you. Okay, Libra? Now, the next card that came out, I'm very pleased with. It's the Take Back Your Power card. It says, use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. Absolutely. That's what we were talking about here, about, you know, taking the time to die to thyself and trust the process. So that all fits into taking back your power, getting control over your life. The next card you did get was the Compassion card. It says, soften your heart and respect to this situation and all the people involved, including yourself. All right, so this card came out because for some of you that have been the individual that has been hot and cold and in and out, and possibly even having some, you know, moodiness because of all things that are going on, you are asked to give a little bit more consideration and compassion, because if people don't know what's going on with you, you know, they're only looking on the outside in. So for some of them, they're feeling like you're fickle, or they're feeling like you're shutting them out. So have a little bit more compassion, because they don't really know what's going on. But most importantly, you do have to have a lot of compassion for yourself, because there could be a lot of guilt, there could be a lot of shame, there could be a lot of self-doubt here within yourself because of all the things you've been through in this mental entrapment and not being quite where you want to be and having these life challenges. Some of you are doing some real self-assessment, which is great, in seeing the fact that you did put yourself in certain predicaments, or you've allowed people to be in your life that never served you or no longer served you, and you allowed them to stay too long, that sort of thing. But give yourself a break in that, because you can change that pattern. You are transforming. You are going to make some changes. You know, it's just not all gonna change in one day. So just have a little bit of compassion for yourself in the process. The last card that we did get was the I am with you in your time of need, helping you to heal your heart. Okay, so this is perfect. Exactly what I was talking about with, you know, having that person there to help you through this hard time and helping you to grow and transform. But the universe or your angels or your spirit guides are letting you know that they are also here to comfort you and helping you heal your heart, heal your mind. So you do have some light around you, Libra. You do have people around you, or you will have someone around you that is willing and able to help you. And if you're feeling like you haven't found that person yet, just know that you do have your own set of angels, your own set of spirit guides that are here to give you comfort, here to help you through this process. So this is what I am seeing here for you, Libra.